Langdon Brown, CEO, Southern Cross Hemp Oil, and Langdon. Must say that it's Friday. It's probably Friday morning for you there in New South Wales, and I hope you're enjoying a good cup of Java. Now, take it away, Langdon. Looking forward to hearing from you.
John, how are you, mate? Thanks so much for
Doing
the
great, mate.
introduction. Excellent.
Thank you.
I've been in the medicinal cannabis and hemp industry for 8 years. My name's Langdon Brown, CEO of Southern Cross Hemp Oil. I got into the industry as one day I received a phone call from my Japanese wife, and she mentioned that she was crying and said that she had stage 4 breast cancer. And so I resigned from the bank a couple of days later and got to work on working out how I might be able to help her. I told her it would be okay because I'd helped her once before. I spoke with her last night. She's fine. Says the kids are driving her mad. I think my teenage daughters are gorgeous, and everyone knows that hemp is the nature's most potent carbon sequester. So I hope to get lots of New South Wales hemp farmers, in particular, growing hemp for profitable reasons and to expand the hemp industry. So I'm going to share my pitch deck with you. Okay, we are New South Wales' first mobile hemp oil extraction company, and we also I've had a license myself just for 6 weeks. I currently have 20 farms under my license and presenting tonight at a local hall, capacity 40 people, and should get some more farmers under my license. They're committed to growing so far 20 acres of hemp for oil, but that can easily expand up to 365 acres. This is the problem. We've never had a highly successful hemp industry, and all our hemp processing is sent to China, and we're in the middle of a trade war. Another problem is that the farmers, because it's a fledgling industry, farmers don't have the money for these commercial expensive machines, which can help save the farmers a couple of months drying and curing costs, and also months peddling it at local markets. And the hemp flower can't be transported off the licensed hemp farm. It must be processed on site. Solution. In New South Wales, we're allowed to extract hemp oil, which is CBD oil in America, extracted from the hemp flower, and it's being sold for more than $200 a gram. Market validation is the cosmetic market, was valued at 710 million and is projected to be worth 959 million. The pet food market that we're also allowed to sell to is worth 6.7 billion, even bigger. The products that we can make are pet foods and cosmetics, and currently we just have one cosmetic product that is being sold by word of mouth only. Plan is to visit licensed hemp farms in laboratory standard clean equipment to extract the hemp oil from the hemp stock and pay the farmers on this within 24 hours, get off their property and weigh it. Why would the farmers be interested? Because hemp oil pays a lot more than corn, soybeans, cotton or tobacco. Local farmers where I live are being paid 20 cents a kilogram for sugarcane, $1 for organic tomatoes. I can offer them $100 a kilogram for hemp flour. Market adoption. I post daily to my large social media networking, mainly LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. And at the beginning of this year, I conducted personal interviews too with 6 CEOs of cosmetic and hemp food companies to see if they were interested in incorporating it into their products, $40 a gram. They were all very interested. I ended up just bypassing all of them because I'm limited with 3 little hobby machines in my 20-year-old 4-wheel drive. To selling the product myself, I've been running on a bare bones approach, and I've been actually selling it for $150 a gram in cosmetics. So this was the business model, to pay farmers $7 a gram. I ended up paying my singular farmer $7 a gram. He made $80,000. Company made the same. We're partners. And the idea was to sell it for $40 a gram, but I ended up selling it for $150 a gram, and I still got 80 kilograms of flour for extraction. But the labor costs are really killing us on these little hobby machines. Competition, mine was the first application for permission for a mobile hemp oil extraction company. Competitive advantage, first to market, farmers get paid fast and properly, and we can get off the farmer's property in 24 hours for wet 3-ton wet hemp, 1-ton dry hemp. Team, investors and people only have to deal with myself. I'm a 100% equity owner. I was managing people's money in Japan and Tokyo. Safe pair of hands. Target is to raise 3.5 million US, and what I have to offer is to 25% of profits in years 1 and 2, and then at the end of year 2 I would return the investors' investment, and that would conclude our commitment. This is example of the hemp farming timeline and budget planner that I've been giving to farmers and that I'll present to people tonight, including one person who has 11,000 acres and who is interested. I'm part of a medicinal cannabis company where I can distribute my cosmetic products. My responsibility is New South Wales cultivation, extraction and product development. I have a purchase order with a guy who I've worked the last couple of years.
Langdon, you have 6 minutes, by the way.
Thank you. I have a purchase order for $1.76 million from a guy I've worked with for the last couple of years. The medicinal cannabis company has purchase orders for 125 million US dollars first year and 295 million for the second year. My products have been submitted to our scientist for registration, and she's passed them on to her German counterpart for European registration. If it is accepted, we will connect it to our proprietary DNA testing kits, and it will come back as registered medicine for distribution where companies can wholesale it. Revenue, we've got a company business bank account, and our one little product's been making about $6,000 a month through word of mouth. Thank you very much for your time, everyone.
Okay, questions? Panel members, do you have any questions? Perhaps I could start with Josh. Josh, do you have any questions? Would you like to ask Langdon?
I guess there's a lot of companies out there, so I'd like to know kind of what sets you apart from somebody else trying to create hemp products down in Australia or anywhere for that matter.
We donated last year, and 5% of our profits to the farmers involved, and also donate 5% to the Indigenous community. And the CEO of our company is an Indigenous lady. And I look forward to contributing to our country. Currently, CBD products are not allowed to be imported into Australia. There's restrictions. This might change in the future, and during this time, just through word of mouth, we've been able to enjoy success so far.
Dr. Dave, anything you would like to add?
My only question is, for the concept that you're doing, what is the number one hurdle you have to overcome to really take your operations to the next level, other than just capital? What is the biggest roadblock you really see to taking your company to that next level of success?
I believe I'm surrounded in the medicinal cannabis part of the company with scientists who have the expertise that I'm lacking. I believe there's a massive opportunity in New South Wales only to extract for hemp oil from the flower. However, this could change. Government regulations could change and it could become a national ODC responsibility. So in the 6 weeks I've had my hemp license and managed to sign up 20 farmers so far, I also acquired part of, or ability through a medicinal cannabis company to be able to sell my companies in case the government pivots to where it's only a national ODC responsibility, and I'm able to sell my products on a grander scale internationally as a registered medicine.
Terry Buffalo?
Yes, since you're sourcing your CBD oil from outdoor growing, do you see a problem with the difference in the male versus the female plant and where you're sourcing your product? Because, you know, the cross-pollination is such a big deal in outdoor growing. And so I was just wondering, we always try to emphasize, you know, the female and indoors versus outdoors more for fiber. And I'm just wondering if you're experiencing any issues or different cannabinoids between the male and the female plant as you're getting your oils together to make your product.
Last year was our first year in operation, and it was very much a pilot year. We used locally on my mate's property, we used a local strain that's well known to the DPI called King G. We got the strain tested at the local university called Southern Cross University, and it showed cannabinoids 16% for CBD, 6% for CBG, and less than 1% for THC. And we also got it tested for or remediated for any THC present, which was less than 1%. And we ran it, also got it tested for heavy metals with charcoal filtration and through mold filters.